Welcome back to Speak Easy English. I am David. It is so wonderful to sit down and practice English with you again today. Today, we are going to learn how to talk on the telephone. We are going to talk about on the phone. For many people, talking on the phone in a new language is very difficult. It can make you feel quite nervous. Why? Because you cannot see the other person's face. You cannot see their hands or their mouth moving. You only have the sound of their voice. But please, do not worry. Telephone conversations use the same simple phrases over and over again. Once you know these phrases, you will feel much more confident. In this lesson, we will listen to a story about Sophie. Sophie needs to make an important phone call today. She needs to call a local clinic to make an appointment with a doctor. We will hear how she answers the phone, how she asks for information, and how she writes down important numbers. As always, I am going to speak very slowly and very clearly. I will use simple grammar and easy words so you can relax your mind. After the story, we will do our repeat after me speaking practice. Take a deep breath, let your shoulders drop, and let's begin. It is a quiet Tuesday afternoon. Sophie is sitting on the sofa in her living room. Outside, a gentle rain is hitting the window. It is a peaceful day, but Sophie feels a little bit stressed. Sophie has a slight headache. She has felt tired for 2 days. She decides it is time to see a doctor. She takes out her smartphone. It is a small, black phone. She looks at the screen. She opens the internet and searches for the phone number of the city health clinic. She finds the number. The number is 555-0123. Sophie repeats the number quietly to herself. Sophie hesitates. Her heart is beating a little bit fast. She thinks to herself, what if I do not understand the receptionist? What if my English is too slow? She takes a deep breath. She remembers that it is okay to speak slowly. She clicks the green call button on her phone. She places the phone against her ear. Sophie clears her throat. She speaks slowly and clearly. Linda, the receptionist, says. Linda speaks clearly too, which makes Sophie feel much better. Sophie answers. Linda says. Sophie thinks for a moment. Tomorrow is Wednesday. At 10 o'clock, she is free. Linda says. Sophie expects this question. She knows spelling on the phone is very important. Linda says. Linda says. Sophie says. She speaks the numbers one by one. She pauses after the first 3 numbers so Linda can write them down. Sophie wants to make sure she understands everything. This is a very smart thing to do on the phone. Sophie asks politely.
Good afternoon. Thank you for calling the City Health Clinic. My name is Linda. How can I help you today? Of course, Miss Miller, are you a new patient at our clinic? Perfect. We have an opening tomorrow morning. Can you come at 10 o'clock tomorrow? Great. I need some basic information. How do you spell your last name, please? Thank you, Miss Miller. And what is your phone number? Let me check that. 555-9876. Is that correct? Excellent. Your appointment is confirmed. It is with Dr. Green tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning. Please arrive 10 minutes early to fill out some papers.
Hello. My name is Sophie Miller. I want to make an appointment with the doctor, please. Yes, I am a new patient. Yes, 10 o'clock tomorrow is very good. My last name is Miller. My phone number is 555-9876.
Linda says.
Yes, that is correct. Can you repeat the doctor's name, please?
Yes, it is Dr. Green.
Linda says patiently. Sophie says.
Dr. Green. Thank you very much. And what is the address of the clinic?
Linda says.
We are at 123 Main Street.
Sophie has a pen and a piece of paper on her coffee table. She writes down the address.
123 Main Street. I have it.
Linda asks.
Is there anything else I can help you with today, Miss Miller?
Sophie says with a smile in her voice.
No, that is all. Thank you for your help.
You are very welcome, Miss Miller. Have a nice afternoon. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Sophie says, and she hangs up the phone. Sophie puts the phone down on the table. She takes a long, deep breath and smiles. She did it. The phone call lasted only 2 minutes. It was not scary at all. The receptionist was very kind, and Sophie used simple, clear phrases. Just then, her phone makes a loud sound. She looks at the screen. She has a new text message. The message is from her friend, Alex. The text message says, "Hi Sophie. Are you free to talk on the phone for 5 minutes?" Sophie laughs. Today is a big telephone day. She types a quick reply. "Yes, call me now." 1 minute later, the phone rings again. The screen shows Alex's name and his picture. Sophie slides her finger across the screen to answer the call.
Hello, Alex.
Alex says. His voice sounds loud and full of energy.
Hi, Sophie. How are you doing today?
I am okay. I have a small headache, so I just made a doctor's appointment for tomorrow.
Oh, I am sorry to hear that. Are you feeling very sick?
No, just a little bit tired, but the phone call to the clinic went very well. I was nervous, but it was easy.
That is wonderful. Speaking on the phone is great practice. I am calling because I want to invite you to a small dinner at my house this Friday evening. Sarah and Mateo are coming too.
Sophie is very happy to hear this. She loves spending time with her friends.
That sounds lovely, Alex. Thank you. What time should I come?
Come around 6 o'clock in the evening. I am making a big pasta dish.
I love pasta. Do I need to bring anything?
No, just bring yourself. I have everything we need.
Okay, perfect. 6 o'clock on Friday. I will be there.
Great. I have to go now, Sophie. My lunch break is finishing. Take care of your headache and rest well today.
Thank you, Alex. I will. See you on Friday.
See you Friday. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Sophie says, and the call ends. Sophie feels very relaxed now. She looks at her notes on the paper. Dr. Green, 10 a.m. Wednesday, 123 Main Street. Then she adds another note. Alex's house, 6 p.m. Friday. She realizes that talking on the phone in English is just a skill. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. She used to feel afraid when the phone rang, but now she knows she can do it. All she needs to do is speak slowly, listen carefully, and ask the other person to repeat if she does not understand. Sophie closes her eyes, leans back on her sofa, and listens to the peaceful sound of the rain outside. It was a very productive afternoon. Now, my friend, it is your turn to practice your speaking. Speaking out loud on your own is the best way to get ready for a real phone call. I will say a common, useful phrase that you can use on the phone. I will pause, and you must repeat the sentence out loud in a clear, calm voice. Let's practice together. Hello, this is Sophie. Who is calling, please? I want to make an appointment. Can I speak to the manager, please? I am a new patient. Can you speak more slowly, please? I am sorry, I do not understand. Can you repeat that, please? How do you spell your name? Let me write that down. Thank you for calling. Thank you for your help. Goodbye. I will call you back later. Now, my friend, I am going to tell a short part of Sophie's story again. This time, I will speak at a natural, slightly faster speed. Just relax and listen to the rhythm of the sentences. Don't worry if you miss a word. Sophie was feeling a bit under the weather on Tuesday afternoon, so she decided to call the city health clinic to schedule an appointment. She was pretty nervous before making the call because phone conversations in English can be tricky when you can't see the person. However, she took a deep breath and dialed the number. The receptionist, Linda, was incredibly friendly and helpful. She offered Sophie a slot for the next morning at 10 o'clock. Sophie carefully spelled out her last name and gave her phone number, making sure to speak clearly. She also verified the clinic's address and the doctor's name before hanging up. Right after that, her friend Alex called to invite her over for a pasta dinner this coming Friday. Sophie wrote everything down in her notebook and realized that managing phone calls in English is actually a lot easier than she thought. You did a fantastic job today. I am so happy that you stayed and practiced with me until the very end of this lesson. Talking on the phone can feel like a mountain to climb when you are a beginner. But as you saw with Sophie, using short, simple phrases and asking people to repeat information makes it completely manageable. Every single time you listen to a lesson like this, your ears get sharper and your speech gets smoother. Be proud of the steps you are taking today. Thank you so much for practicing with me, David, here on Speak Easy English. If this lesson made you feel a bit more relaxed about using the phone, please click that like button right now. It really helps my channel reach more amazing students around the world. Be sure to share this video with a friend who is also trying to improve their English skills. And if you want to keep growing your confidence with me every single week, hit the subscribe button and click the little notification bell so you never miss an episode. Now, I have a quick question for you to practice your writing in the comments. Do you like talking on the phone, or do you prefer sending text messages? Let me know below. I read every single comment, and I love hearing your thoughts. Keep practicing, stay positive, and always remember to be patient with yourself. I will see you in our next lesson. Bye-bye.